Hey, what's up, guys? It's Lewis with That Convention Guy Collectibles, and I have two packages today. One is a return from Outer Haven Signature Services. I think that's what it is. Brian Kiefer. I have used them many times, and they're great because they go to a lot of conventions. Things that I used to do a lot of. Don't so much anymore. So I use them for some consignment services. And this one was like a last minute thing. I'd seen this celebrity do a few cons here and there. Never to any ones that I've been to. And so I was like, you know what? I hate to say it, but they're getting a little up there in age. And I wanted to go ahead and get something done before, bad things happen. So let's go ahead and open it up. I'm going to have to apologize because I don't remember the actor's name. I just remember the role that he was in. What is he? I think that's just cardboard. Okay. All right. So the piece in question is a Funko Junior Soprano. And this was signed, I know his name is Dominic. I don't want to butcher it, but Junior Soprano, yeah. Okay. So yeah, there we go. Junior Soprano. And then I got one more today, not autographed. This is something that I wanted to get for quite a while. I honestly, I think I got caught up in the moment. And the moment was about a week or two ago. I was in this room, as a matter of fact, looking at my movie and TV posters and things like that. And I realized that I did not have one of the posters that I had before. And so I did a whole video on it. And that was The Secret of My Success. And that was one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid. I watched it dozens of times. It was the idea of this small town guy who was very smart, but nobody kind of took him seriously. And so he ends up creating a second life or a second persona and keeping it separate from his first real life. He gets a job in the mailroom, but his alter ego, being smart, ends up getting an executive job. And then the movie's about how he tries to keep those lives separate, even though they're gonna end up being entwined at some point. So, Michael J. Fox, great movie. So anyway, as I realized that I had that poster signed, autographed by Michael J. Fox, framed, professionally framed, and all that, and I no longer have that poster, again, lost in a previous life, I went ahead and purchased a new one, and the goal is to hopefully get it signed. But I started talking to Rachel about, that movie, and then some of the other movies that really meant a lot to me when I was a kid, movies that I have watched dozens and dozens of times, and this one is not autographed. But, and I have no idea where I would put it if it was autographed, but as I was searching for The Secret of My Success, I saw this and I was like, oh man, that would be so cool to have such memories. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pull it out and show you guys. It is a double-sided. I don't know if you can see that really long name right there. Any guesses? From around, I don't know, mid to late 80s. There's one name. There's the other. And one of the funniest movies, one of my favorite movies, Twins, with Arnold and Danny DeVito. Absolutely love this movie. And so I wanted to have the poster. I don't know why. Like I said, I'll probably never get it autographed. Arnold doesn't do a whole lot of signings. Every once in a blue moon he does. It's like $1,000 to get his autograph. DeVito, I haven't seen do a signing in a long time. It's probably a $500 to $600 autograph. Oh, there's no bottom on this one. Okay. So yeah, it's probably not something that I would get signed, although if given the opportunity, 100%. Because again, one of my favorite movies of all time growing up. I will still watch it if I catch it on. It is one of those, all right, I'm gonna sit and watch it. Such a cool movie. If you haven't seen it, it's silliness, it's funny, it's heartwarming, it's got everything. So anyway, why? I don't know. Where am I gonna put it? As you see, I have inch here and an inch there. Definitely don't have room for this. I don't know, maybe this ends up going in like my master bedroom or something, or I have no idea. The hallway is full, the stairs are full. Yeah, I don't know. But one of those things, I started searching for one, I saw this one. There's one more that I'd like to get because it did represent another one of those movies that I watched dozens and dozens of times, and that is Coming to America. I have seen a few of those signed by Eddie Murphy. Not many authenticated. So we'll see. But even still, I don't know where I would put it. So do I invest, hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get one with Eddie Murphy's signature? Or do I just get, an unsigned one and just have it for, I don't even know what, because I'm not going to display it. So I don't know. Anyway, guys, hear me rambling. This is the problems of a local cabeza collector who wants to have everything even though there's no more room. Maybe I go on the ceiling. That's what I gotta do. I gotta figure out how to put things on the ceiling. Then I can add so much more stuff. Yeah. All right. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. What about you? What are some of those favorite movies of all time? Again, this is from like when I was like 8 to 10 years old, I definitely have certain movies that I can pinpoint. Secret of My Success, Coming to America, Twins. I think I watched those on loop for a long time, for many years. And then when I went into the 90s, it was Forrest Gump. Then it became Lord of the Rings. Other movies that I've watched on loop, things like Gladiator, 300, of course, Lord of the Rings, all of those. The Dark Knight, that's definitely one I've seen a bunch of times, even The Dark Knight Rises. But definitely don't compare to those 80s years of Coming to America, Twins, and Secret of My Success. Which, by the way, looking back now, probably not the most appropriate movies for a 7, 8, 9-year-old. Mom, you got some plenty to do about that one, especially Coming to America. Lots of scenes in there, pretty questionable for a young child. But I guess I flipped to the other side with, actually, no, there's some inappropriate stuff in Twins too. And Secret of My Success. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Too late now. But what about you guys? Leave me a note in the comments. What are some of those movies that you think about that you can just watch over and over? Ooh, Shawshank Redemption. Did I say that one? I forgot about that one. Watched that a bunch of times too. Later in life, not when I was little. But yeah, leave me a comment and leave me a comment. What are some of those movies that you watch over and over again? If it's a Saturday afternoon or something, you catch it on TV, you're like, well, I know what I'm doing for the next 2 hours, and you have to watch it because it's just one of those things. So anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. Appreciate you listening to this old man ramble on about movies that he loved as a kid. And until the next time, when I get something else crazy for my collection, and who knows, maybe at that point, I will start putting things on the ceiling. So fingers crossed. All right, guys, appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one.